What's up, everybody? We are Ryan and Corey, and you are tuned in to the Much About Nothing podcast where we talk ball, we talk sports, and we talk everything else. Today, we are recapping day 2 of the 2023 Divisional Round playoffs. If you are new to the pod, welcome to the Man Cave. Hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications. If you already part of the fam, welcome back. Welcome back. Please like, share, and hit the bell. Let's get into it, Corey.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are in this thing. I am so excited about this podcast. I mean, not for the reasons y'all might think. I'm I can't kind of have the smiles, but I was right. I mean, it
Mm.
feels good when you're right, but it feels bad when all the people you know that are close to you happen to be hurting at this time. I do share in y'all pain, but hey, everybody got to go home sooner or later. So if it's your team, no matter whether you're the Bills or the Cowboys, stay strong, my brothers and sisters. Stay strong. That do you have?
Yeah, man. My condolences go out to any Cowboy fan with an Android phone. I'm sure his phone is rendered useless right now, and everything is spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning because he's getting a bunch of messages asking them, "Are they still them boys? Are they still them boys?" But I'm gonna
Boy.
answer that for you. They are them boys. Them boys for next season.
Hey, yo, Carlos, what's good? Hey, man, the
What's happening?
49ers. The
Oh,
49ers and the Bengals are good.
yeah. Shout out to my boy Carlos. He in the building.
Mm-mm-mm.
Who else we
Yes,
got?
sir.
Who else we got in the building,
Oh,
Corey?
we got to read this chat, man. Hey, this is y'all time when
Mm.
y'all chat. Y'all, if y'all come in the chat, trust me, y'all will get read today.
Half of your prediction was wrong. You're right, man. Sometimes I'm gonna say the wrong thing, and like Kanye said, it's actually my favorite thing to say the wrong thing. No. Listen, man, I was wrong. I went against history. I went against everything that I've been taught to know to
Yes,
be
you
true.
did. Yes,
And what we would have found to be true is Dak Prescott ain't him.
mm,
Mm-mm.
hey, yeah.
Mm-mm. 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 That guy is not him. And what he looking like is a bandit. It looks like he's a bandit and he has ran off with bags of money. He is not rendering services when it comes to the playoffs,
God
man.
Almighty, boy.
He is not rendering services. Oh.
Mm-mm. Fan a Cowboy fan for a week.
He won't find a vote. Listen, man. Like I said, it's a lot of people that's gonna find relief to where they ain't gotta hear we them boys all this week. We ain't gotta
You ain't got
hear
to worry about
nothing.
it. When you go to
Mm-mm.
work tomorrow, you
Mm-mm.
gonna have to start moving books and cabinets to find them boys. They gonna be, hey, it's time for work. You gonna be over there. Where the Cowboy fans at? Y'all see him?
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
sweep underneath there. Get out of there. Get out
And
of there. We know you had.
hey, listen, man. Employers all over America are celebrating because it's gonna be the most productive day at work. Because those guys gonna put their head down and do their job tomorrow. It ain't gonna be a bunch of talking at the water cooler. People got work to do tomorrow. It's work to do tomorrow. People got work to do tomorrow. They don't want to talk about that. Yeah. If
Get
they,
back to work.
yeah,
Y'all
get back
want
to
to talk
work.
about that.
Yeah, your Cowboy supervisor, he ain't got no kicking it for you tomorrow. Man, we ain't
Mm-hmm.
talking about football. Football season over, man.
Football season is over.
Yeah.
Done. I don't want to discuss nothing.
Oh man. Uh
Yeah,
oh. Let's see what
yeah.
AD say. Aaron Donald. Man, Aaron, look, get over to the YouTube page for the
Yes, sir.
333rd time. But you are right, man. That ain't it. And I don't know who is it. But you know what? I'm pretty sure that Jerry Jones right now is thinking, what can I do? What can I do?
You know what I know ain't it?
What's that?
Myers. That kicker ain't it. That kicker is not it. God,
And, and you said drive at halftime. And we gotta look, man, we gotta get into the Bengals Buffalo. We can't make this all about
yeah,
Dallas.
we
But
can't make this all
but I
about
do gotta say this, that drive, it looked like he wasn't practicing kicking. He wasn't doing none of that on the sideline. He was giving plays to the 49ers so they could stop him from getting in the field goal range. He didn't want to have to get out there. He was showing he was showing D'Amico Ryans the plays, man. He was trying to get them out of field goal range. He did not want to have to get out there.
The Niners looked at him like, oh boy. They said, you want some too? No.
man, man.
Leave, boy.
All right, but we got to get into it, man. All right, so back into starting with the Bengals and Buffalo.
Yes, sir. Yes,
For
sir.
a second straight year, the Bengals and Chiefs will play for the right to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
The Bengals, 12-4, went into Buffalo and smashed the Bills that were 13-3, 27-10.
Man, I'm gonna tell you the
They,
truth.
yep, they did
I'm gonna
not cover the 48 and a half. But go ahead, what you got?
tell you the truth. The Bengals look good. The
Mm.
Bengals look real, real good. And better than that, Joe Burrow looked like a quarterback that's ready to take over that throne. I mean, we were talking about it the other day about Patrick Mahomes. I mean, Joe Burrow looked every bit of just as talented as Patrick Mahomes. He
Oh,
looked
Joe
real
Cool.
good.
Oh, Joe Cool. 23
Yeah.
for 23 for 36, 242, averaging 10 yards a pass, two touchdowns,
Hmm.
zero picks,
Hmm.
one sack, 101.9 quarterback rating.
Hmm. If
Hmm.
we gonna call Patrick Mahomes Aaron Rodgers, I do think Joe Burrow now more is a more athletic Peyton Manning. When he sits back there, he navigates that thing very, very well. He navigates very well. He know how to get the ball out quick and on time. He's very, very good at that. He has a lot of weapons out there. I mean, the question is it the weapons that make it so easy for him? Because he has true two true number one receivers in Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. They are dogs out there. And he really can just sit back and orchestrate that offense very, very well. And his defense, good God Almighty, them boys know how to get after it. They
Mm.
made things extremely hard for your boy, man. I mean, before I don't want to jump. I'm not gonna jump ahead to the Bills. I'm gonna get the Bengals their time. Yes, they dominated. They dominated the line of scrimmage. And remember, we was talking about that line might be bad. Golly, if it's just me, but Buffalo didn't get no pressure.
Mm.
They just got manhandled at the line of scrimmage. Good God Almighty, forklifted. Forklifted is the word.
I,
Golly.
I mean, all right. So, all right. First thing I gotta check you on, Core.
Uh huh.
Every single episode, you come out here and you compare these guys to Hall of Famers
Yeah.
and future Hall of Famers. If that's the case, man, we're gonna give everybody yellow jackets, man. Everybody getting yellow jackets.
Hold
Why
on.
can't Why can't Joe Barrow just be Joe Barrow?
All
Why he
right.
gotta
All right.
Why he gotta be Peyton Manning? Why he gotta
Let
be
me ask
Peyton
you,
Manning?
you don't think
Mm,
Higgins is a number one?
mm.
Is T. Higgins a number one?
Man, that's a very interesting question. Put like this: I feel like T. Higgins, Devonta Smith, same situation.
Nah, I think T. Higgins is a little better than Devontae.
Mm-mm.
We saw what happened with Jamar Chase went down. T. Higgins stepped into that role. We have yet to see Devontae Smith blossomed when what's name AJ Green is. I mean AJ Brown is.
1,000 yard receiver last year. He was playing again. He was playing across from.
Had 1,000 yards last year.
Yeah, I think it was either 1,095. It was somewhere around. It was close to it.
I
If it
mean, we
was,
rolling up, man.
huh? We
Nah, I mean,
rolling. we,
I mean,
man,
if it's either 1,000
hey,
or it ain't.
hey, look, man, we grading on the curve around here, man.
All
We
right,
grade,
all
we
right, all right.
grade, we grade on the curve.
But I mean, if I had to say,
They the same
truthfully,
guy.
truthfully, truthfully, I like what I see from the Bengals. I do. I do. I think the Bengals are destined for another Super Bowl, another crack at it. Hopefully, this time Joe Burrow can get it done. I don't believe so, though. I
Yeah,
don't
but but
believe so.
but let's go back to what Los asked.
Hmm.
Okay, is Higgins a number one? It depends on how you define a number one. Hey, when you get a second, Los, put in the chat what you think a number one should look like. Because the question is, can he be a corner? Can he be number one corner on most teams? Absolutely. That's the truth. Absolutely. Could he carry a passing attack? Yes, he can. Is he capable of going over 100 a game? Yes, he is. So is he a number one receiver? I'm leaning towards yes. I mean, unless you can tell me something different, Los, I'm leaning towards yes.
I mean, I definitely think yes. T. Higgins is definitely a number one receiver. I mean, he's a bona fide number one. He might not be better than everybody's number one. If the question is he the best wide receiver in the league? No. But can you count on him to beat one on one coverage? Yes. Most
Yes.
definitely. If
Yeah,
he's out there one on one, he's gonna beat it. And we
yeah.
saw it today.
He's a boundary receiver. So yeah, I definitely I'm gonna go ahead and go with that.
Yeah.
As now back to what we were saying over here to the Bengals, Joe Mixon. Somebody on this chat, somebody in this group told us that Joe Mixon was gonna be the leading rusher this week. What did he make it?
No,
No.
no, no.
Who's the leading
Got
rusher this week?
105 leader for y'all.
Oh, that's right. That's
Got
right. That's right.
115.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, he had
I'm forgetting
105. He
what
had
what's the
105.
boss guy? What's his name? The second screen after
Oh,
Matt.
Gainwell, Kenny. I forgot. Kenny did
In the
that.
game with him. Yeah, he
Kenny
had
did
like what 115.
yeah,
I think it
like
was like
112.
115 or something like that. Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna say
I know it was
112.
more than 105.
Yeah, but here we go with this: 20
Mm-hmm.
attempts, 105 yards, 5.3, one touchdown. You can't ask for more than that. And see, remember we talked about this last week about your willingness to run the ball.
Mm.
They ran that thing 34 times. They passed that ball 36 times. See, that's that balance that we search for.
Mm-hmm.
That's the balance that we search for now,
Mm-hmm.
because when a defense can predict what you're trying to do, when a defense can predict what you're trying to do, um, yeah. But here we go, and here goes something else. This running game was important because it was cold out there. It was cold
Mm-hmm.
out there, and a lot of passes, like the routes were sloppy. Like Todd said in the chat, Joe didn't look that great. I mean, he had 13 passes that fell short, but the routes
Now
weren't
Todd said Joe did look good.
Oh, he did look good.
He
Yeah,
did look
yeah. Those 13 passes, the routes were sloppy out there. I mean, it was cold
good.
field. It's Buffalo this time of year. Buffalo this time of year, you got to be more physical than the other team, and that's what happened. As far as for the receivers, uh, Jamar Chase, 8 targets, 5 catches, 61 yards, one touchdown.
Look at that
Again,
average. Look at that
yeah,
average. 12
tw-
yards a catch. Golly.
yeah. See, and you ask why does Ham always says, why are we bringing up the targets? Because targets are earned.
That's right.
Targets are earned. Like the way, I mean, you're rewarded when you get targeted. That means that quarterback felt like there was a chance for you to catch the ball, which more than likely you beat the other guy across from you. So that's how you get targets. T. Higgins, on the other hand, 4 targets, 3 catches, 28 yards. He wasn't asked to do much today. He wasn't asked to do much. Now, let's get into that Bengals defense.
Mm.
I'm going to say, even as good as Joe Burrow was, the Cincinnati defense contributed to the win by
Yeah.
dominating that Buffalo Bills offense. They
Mm.
dominated. I mean,
Dominate.
they flustered Josh Allen for most of the game. Um, Stephon Diggs. Let's see what did he do. What Stephon did? I know he had like
Nothing.
four catches, four
4 catches for
catches,
35 yards.
4 catches for 35 yards.
10 targets too. He
Josh
didn't have
Allen.
those targets.
Yeah, Josh Allen, 25 for 42, 265, 10 yard average, one interception, one sack,
You know what the problem
68
is
point
though?
more. What's that?
You know what the problem is?
What's
How is
that?
Josh Allen your leading rusher?
We talked about this balance. You get what I'm saying? We talk about this. Listen, man, we giving the jewels out here. We telling y'all how to win the game. We telling you.
Golly.
I mean, we
What are you
consistent.
doing?
We
Josh
consistent.
Allen is your leading runner.
We do it every single podcast. We come out here and we look at the balance, and it gives you the story that's going to be on the scoreboard if you
Mm-hmm.
look at the balance that you went out there with. And there's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of things that contribute to a game being off balance.
Mm-hmm.
And when you jump out the gate and you don't handle business in the first couple drives and you find yourself behind, now you feel obligated to get
Mm-hmm.
away from that run game. But I'm telling you, it's a long football game, and you can't let it get this off balance. Again, and here goes another thing, man. People said it for years. Josh Allen is getting very close to getting that. Man, maybe he's not that clutch.
I don't think he that guy. I've been
He
said that.
might not be that clutch. I
No,
mean, and then I'm gonna ask you a question here, before we finish going inside the rest of this game. Um, why is people so confident that Josh Allen is that guy and Lamar Jackson is not?
I don't. I think both of them not. I think because Josh Allen put up the gaudy numbers, and he has been in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? A few times. I don't think Josh Allen has never not made the playoffs. Probably 1 year, right? He's always been in the playoffs, right? So he consistently got there. And I think people would think Lamar Jackson was a lot better, but Lamar Jackson been hurt these past 2 years, and that's kind of hurting his own numbers. But I mean, they are in the same bracket. I won't want neither one of them.
Mm, I
Neither
wouldn't.
one.
I ain't going that far, Corey. I ain't
Mm.
going that far. I'm not gonna say I wouldn't want either one of them. But let's talk about why
Ask me
the.
why.
Okay,
Ask
well,
me why.
why wouldn't you want neither one of those guys?
Just the way that game is predicated. It's predicated on them running the ball, and I believe Josh Allen has been avoiding injuries. But you gonna always play around with that fact of your highest paid player. When you
Mm,
lose your quarterback, let's understand this: your season is over. It's no team out here that's gonna lose their starting quarterback and
Purdy,
think they're gonna keep going. Oh yeah,
Purdy.
yeah, yeah. It happened to be
No,
like that. They didn't
Purdy.
have that great of a quarterback to start with, so
And
he
we're
just
gonna
had.
talk about Purdy in a little bit. But let's go back into why the Bengals won
Hmm.
today. Joe Burrow was the superior quarterback. Is that a good word for this?
Yeah,
That's a good
I
word.
think
We'll go
more
with
so they
superior.
dominated the line of scrimmage. I think they dominated the offensive line of scrimmage
Joe
and the
Burrow.
defensive line.
Joe Burrow has improved his playoff record. You ready for this? To 5-1 and 3-0 on the road.
Mm, mm, mm.
5-0 and 3-1. So I mean, when people call him Joe Cool and they say he got ice water in his veins, I can't argue it.
Mm-hmm.
This is, but you know what? Why ain't no Bengals fans talking about who they? I mean, because that's what they need to be saying. Those Bengal fans, they got something to brag about here.
Mm-hmm.
Because they are good this year, they are good last year, they are good the year before, they are good every year, and it's been
Mm-hmm.
since Joe Burrow got there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, who they? We're gonna see a lot of new Bengals fans. There's gonna be a lot of new orange and black in your city.
Hey, but listen. They go into next week already holding a 3-0 record over Patrick Mahomes. They has Joe Burrow has never lost against Patrick Mahomes. Let that be clear. He has beat that man 3 times and has never lost.
Mm, mm.
He ain't beat him in Kansas City. Ain't nothing new to Joe.
I mean, that's
Joe is
obvious.
smooth.
He said,
Joe is
that's
smooth.
obvious. The record shows it. Uh, as he often does, Burrow he spread the ball.
Mm-hmm.
He had passes to 8 different receivers. His top target, Jamar Chase, as we went over that. Hayden Hurst had a good game also.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Joe Mixon 105 yards. Uh, Together combined, let's give a hand clap for this. 172 yards rushing
All
on the
right.
ground. 172 yards. That is that's the recipe for success. We keep talking about it. Run that ball. Run it, young man. Run it. Uh, as throughout the do you do you guys realize the Bengals are on a 10 game streak?
Mm.
That, why ain't nobody talking about that? I'm so tired of hearing about. I've been hearing about the Cowboys. We heard a lot about the Bills, but nobody's talking about these guys are on a burner. They are hot.
Mm.
They are
Mm.
hot. They are hot. They are hot. And they contained Josh Allen. I mean, 26 yards on the ground.
Mm.
You didn't let him get out of the pocket. You didn't let him get busy. It's Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. Now let's talk about why the Bills lost like they always do every playoff.
The Bills lost because I mean they're talent freak. They don't really have a lot of skill beyond Stephon Diggs. You was talking about big game day. With big game day, you felt it came up short. Big Game Dave did not look big today. He looked two receptions for 34 yards. He did have 17 average of 17 yards. He had the longest one was a 25-yard reception. And beyond that, he really didn't do nothing. Not one single thing. So I think they really have to go out here and look to. I want to say Josh Allen is a loser. I do believe that, but I mean, just like Lamar Jackson, you got to surround that man with some talent. You went
Mm.
out there and got Stephon Diggs and thought that was it. Thought that's how you just go ahead and finish it up. I suggest you come out here and get a Dalvin Cook. If I could put forth that wave, Dalvin Cook, come get him in the 16 million. Hey, you can fit that in that cap some kind of way. But
Hold
yeah,
up, I'm seeing the chat. Okay, AD came over here. He done switched over to the YouTube. I see the
yeah.
red and white in the background. Philly and KC in the Super Bowl. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh oh. Uh oh.
Wood
Well,
said he keeping receipts because AD said Philly and Kansas City in the Super Bowl.
mm,
He already done put the Eagles past his 49ers.
yeah. I
I
mean,
think
go.
the Days game did something with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. Here go the funny thing about it. Ain't no need to keep that receipt, Wood. Because the funny thing about it, when teams lose, these guys don't show up. Man, this comment section used to be full of Cowboy fans littering the streets. Where
Yeah,
they at now? Where they at now, man? They went to bed.
I ain't
They
told
gonna.
you.
Oh, what
I
happened?
told you.
What happened? Tell me what
No,
happened.
no, 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 nothing.
You said what happened to the Cowboy fans? What happened to them?
Oh, they
What
ran.
they
They out
ran.
there. Yeah, they on the rocks right now, man. I'm trying to tell you. I want to know: is it a special number you can hit on a call out line? Hello, I'm a Cowboy fan. My day has been stressful. I'm not going to be able to make it to work tomorrow on account of sudden sickness and these boys losing again. He said, "We
Mm-mm.
sleep."
Oh, Cowboy fans, sleep. Hey, I ain't mad at you, man. I respect you. I respect your silence. I
Hey,
respect your silence, man. Just be sure y'all keep that same energy tomorrow at work. Cause we ain't trying to hear it. we
you
ain't trying
ain't
to hear
gonna hear a Cowboy fan that done took the see you what I work at, it's a constant reminder what team you are because you have to wear your lanyards.
it. Mm,
Lanyards is they didn't put those up. They didn't switch those out for Golden State lanyards and
mm,
Chicago Bull lanyards and Laker lanyards. They didn't switch that on out. Ain't no more Cowboy lanyards. I seen a dude wear a full sweatsuit to work
mm,
on Friday in the
mm.
shipyard. This man had top and bottom, navy blue,
Mm.
working, had his chest
Hey,
poked out.
oh, chin up, chest out.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Yep. He said the real ones. Yeah, I've been so tired of hearing about these real ones, these Cowboys. Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. It's a miserable
Now,
day in Cowboy Nation. Miserable day.
I,
God.
so let's talk about what's next.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about what's that. All right, so Cincinnati will be the fifth team this century to play in consecutive Super Bowls. That's what they're looking to do.
Mm-hmm.
To do that, they got to beat Pat Mahomes. And you know how I feel about beating Pat Mahomes. I think it's hard. I think it's hard to do, man. I think it's hard to do.
I mean, apparently not. They 3-0. It ain't that hard for the Bengals to do.
Mm,
3-0. They
hmm,
have beat him consecutively. Not two
mm,
times, 3 times. Remember we said it's hard to beat a team 3 times in a row? Well, they ain't did that. They going for 4. Maybe
mm.
they just got his number. Because when they come out there, they come out ready. I can promise you they ain't going to make the same mistakes that Jacksonville did. Because Jacksonville had that. And we got to ask ourselves, is Pat Mahomes completely healthy?
I don't
Is
know,
Pat
man.
Mahomes going to be this one ankle Pat Mahomes? Because I can promise you, they're going to take advantage of that. They're going to get after him. They're going to move him off the spot. I think they set back too much. Jacksonville should have blitzed that man. He on a bum ankle. Make him move. You got to show me. I'm gonna tighten you up. I don't mean to hurt nobody, but I'm saying I'm gonna force you out that pocket, and when I attack you, I'm gonna make sure they ankle tackles. I
Come
want
on,
to
come.
grab that ankle, shoestring tackles up there. You get out of there, I'll let you get the touchdown, but we're gonna get you up out of there. He gonna get you up out of there.
Well, I mean, we're gonna find out, man. A high ankle sprain that takes a while to heal from. It ain't like when
Hmm.
you roll when you the difference between for the fans that don't know the difference between a high ankle sprain and a low ankle sprain. When you roll your ankle, a lot of times, and it's below the ball of the foot, that's that low ankle sprain. Those things they sore for about a week or so, but you can function. That high ankle sprain, that's something different, man. That's above that. That's above it. That's dealing with the tendons, and that's dealing, with the muscles that support the calf and the foot and everything. So I don't know. We'll see. But as far as the Buffalo Bills, they're going into the offseason the same way they do every single offseason, with the same issues that they do every single offseason. They still need a running back. They still need a receiver. They still need a pass rush. Now, even though they get Von Miller is going to be late. He's going to be long in the tooth. He was very effective this offseason, but I'm going to tell you, they found out they cannot put all their eggs in that basket. Now, to the much anticipated, moving on to the much anticipated game, let's talk about Cowboys and 49ers. What you
All
got,
right.
Corey?
Cowboy fans, you can climb from under your rocks, man. Go ahead and get ready. I'm gonna toss you out an olive branch. I'm not that guy that's gonna um toss you toss you a stone when you need an olive branch. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Y'all look very good in that game. Y'all look very good in that game. Y'all did play a very, very good game. I think the worst thing that happened to y'all was Tony Pollard getting hurt. Pollard went down. I was like, ooh, this is gonna be a tough one for him. Cause then you gotta depend on Zeke. And Zeke looked like he's long in the tooth. Y'all need to go ahead and get that man up out of there. If y'all don't have no guaranteed man on the book, guaranteed money on the books for him, cut him. Cut him. Sign Pollard. If y'all go out there and keep Zeke and get rid of Pollard, y'all is fools. Y'all are slam fools. It was evident that Pollard was the better running back in that game. And that game was fast paced and them linebackers moved. Told Pollard got out there. Their catches out the backfield that sure did help. And in the first half, I would say that the Cowboys looked like the better team. The problem was they didn't have a kicker. You can't kick. You had a
Hmm.
person out there that didn't want to do right. I mean, if that kick, y'all could have been up at that half, y'all would have took that kick instead of going for it and end up throwing the pick. The field goal would have helped you out there. They only went for it to get down there because they don't have a kicker. So I do like what the Cowboys bring. I think y'all got an excellent team, but the question y'all got to ask yourself in the offseason is the same thing I got to ask myself: Is Kirk Cousins gonna get me to the Super Bowl? Is Dak Prescott gonna get you to the Super Bowl? You need to find that out because it's a lot of money invested in this player to keep falling short. That's the truth of the matter is. I mean, I told y'all the problem was going to be the run game, and y'all, at the beginning of the game, I would say y'all did very, very well. But what I did say that the 49ers like to wear you down. They like to wear you down. They lean on you. They lean on you, and they lean on you. And then before long, y'all just gave it up. You saw it on that last drive. Good God Almighty, y'all couldn't stop them boys from running the ball when y'all knew it was coming. I told you. I told you. But yeah, I'm on. I do like what CD Lamb brought to the table this game. I do like what CD Lamb. That was a big time catch down that sideline. They were just saying they were wondering whether he gonna be able to catch the ball. They were looking at him tape up his fingers. He came right out of there with a explosive play. And there were plenty of them, but all both defenses played excellent.
Hmm.
But the problem is those picks by Dak Prescott were horrible. They were horrible. That one on their what is called? They call it the zigzag route in the middle of the field to CD Lamb. He lost track of where the corner was at. He thought the corner dropped. Corner slid up. Took the ball, got it picked off. It was a bad, bad, bad read, man. So you gotta
Man,
ask yourself, is that guy? He didn't look like he played in Tampa. He did not look like Tampa that.
yeah, I'm joking about the Dak thing because that puts you kind of in an impasse because I'm not saying that Dak is bad, but I'm thinking we're seeing that he is not an upper echelon guy. It's kind of like the Eagles were there with McNabb for a long time. it's almost he's good enough to consistently put you in the playoffs. But is that why we play the game? I can't say enough about my my person that gets the game ball today is D'Amico Ryans. I can't say enough about how great a job this guy has done and is doing. Like to to have that defense as prepared as it was. Uh, I mean, he's doing the work. He is doing the work. I remember when he was a linebacker for the Eagles. He uh, he was always he just made us tougher. Like he was always in the right place. He was always making a smart football play. And now he has these guys doing and Hufunga, yeah, that guy is it ain't just the hair. He's Palomalu, man.
Mm,
He is Palomalu reincarnated.
good God Almighty.
Yeah, so okay. Oh, was that CJ? He said the
Yeah.
defense looked good and Dak was Daking. Come on, man. We didn't turn Dak into an adjective. But the sad part is when you say Dak is Daking, we all know what that means. And no explanation needed. With
No, but
no explanation needed. I know what Daking is. Daking a fool. He is out
that
there
that
Daking a fool. Out there
mm,
Daking a fool. Man, yeah, you're right. At least McNabb got to the NFC Championship. But is that what y'all looking for? Is that what you're looking for? You want to
mm,
be there? And I'm gonna tell you that last. And let's talk about this, right? Because Cowboy fans will praise Kellen Moore. How you feel about that last drive? Because like they decided, I'm just so confused by it, and I want to think that these guys are smarter than I am because they make a lot of money to do it, right?
mm,
But they made a decision to punt the ball, and then they were slow punting the ball.
mm,
And so when they punted it, they didn't use it. They had the three timeouts. So their thought process is we will give Dak time to go down the final drive because we have three timeouts. But they also had the 2 minute warning. But they ran the clock all the way down. And when they kicked it, the 49ers got the ball with 2 minutes and 5 seconds. So that means they only ran one play before the 2 minute warning. You got to learn how to use the 2 minute warning to your favor. Like you want to protect as much time, and that last play, we're gonna be hearing about it on ESPN all morning. Like, uh, coaching prep matters. That's all I'm gonna say to that. Like
mm,
when you're a coach, your job is to identify every possible scenario and have a plan for it. And it looked like they did not have a plan for what do you do when you have to go down the field with a little bit of time. I remember, there's some quarterbacks and they get the ball and have to go down and score, and you feel good about it. And then there's some of them that you don't feel confident, and Dak is becoming the latter. You
mm.
don't feel like he's going to go down there and get you what you need. What else you got about that?
I mean, I agree with you. I mean, I think the problem with the Cowboys, I defended that all year long. I did think I saw a lot in this game. In the biggest of game, I saw that really fall short in this one. I think a lot of the other games, Cowboy fans like to blame that, but I think it was the place around him. But this game right here is on him. Like I said, those two turnovers was horrible, horrible. Nobody else he could blame but him. But give credit to the 49ers. The 49ers was very, very stout on defense. And when I say them linebackers are fast, I did
Mm.
not know them boys were that fast. You know me, I have no value in linebackers. I don't believe in spending money on them. But today, the 49ers made me feel like, man, I need to get rid of Eric Kendricks and get me one of those. I need me a Warren. I need one of those out there. Where is those boys? Them boys are big and fast. Big and fast. Jamie out here saying, I wish I could elaborate. I told you, Jamie, to send me your email, man. And I'll try to see can I get you in there. But
I, okay, so check this out, right?
mm-hmm,
Now it's time to go and let's talk about Brock Purdy. Man, do you realize that there is a changing of the guard in the NFL right now? I want you to hear this out. You ready for this? In the playoffs right now, Patrick Mahomes, 27 years old. Joe Burrow, 26 years old. Jalen Hurts, 24 years old. And Brock Purdy, 23 years old. Man, we got a lot of good football to look forward to, man.
Mhm.
I mean, there's a change in the guard because I'm pretty sure we all felt like, man, we felt like we were losing something when Peyton went out the game. Uh, you know, Tom is getting long in the tooth. We lost Ben Roethlisberger, Phillip Rivers. This is a new crop, man. And Brock Purdy's numbers, they weren't exciting, but he does just I don't even know how to even explain Brock Purdy's game, man. He is so unique. I don't know what Purdy is. Ty says Purdy is real. Yeah. It's looking like he might be the real deal. And the question comes down there, this real deal here. What do you do? What do you do? We've talked about this several episodes. I cannot wait to break this down in the off season. I can't wait that we go into uh, San Francisco's roster. But this is what you call good problems. They have unearthed a real gemstone here. I don't know what type of gemstone. I don't know whether it's a diamond. I don't know whether it's a cubic zirconia, but it's some type of stone here. But they have and look, here goes 80. Purdy should have lost today. Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
But he didn't.
Yeah, but he did. You play what's in front of you. You do what you
Let me
have to
ask you
do.
something. Let me ask you something. When you look at Purdy's stats, do you see any turnovers in that game?
No.
You don't see not one turnover. That's the difference between Purdy and Dak today. Purdy, you can see Dak was pushing the issue, but he has to be able to understand what kind of game that was. Purdy knew he can give his team a shot long as he just wait and then make mistakes. He didn't make no mistakes. He sat back there and was comfortable with just letting his defense be good.
Yeah, and he played the best defensive line that he's played all season,
Yeah.
and he got out of there only being sacked twice.
hmm I do
I,
want to mention his youth did show before the half. Before the half, that was a
oh yeah,
bonehead
we talked
before
about,
the
yeah,
half. Good God
yeah,
Almighty.
yeah. He almost left 3 points up, but
Yeah.
don't matter.
Doesn't matter at all.
It was an ugly game. Now let's
But I
break down.
signed. I signed him. I definitely 100% signed him. He won. Getting to the NFC Championship. I got to see what this is, and it's good to have a. I don't know if he's making $1 million. It's good to
Oh
have.
no, yeah, no. We'll
I
get
mean,
into his money.
yeah, I keep
Yeah,
him in a.
yeah. I don't. We'll get into that later. But let's break this down because let's see if it makes sense here. Oh, Purdy is Cooper Rush with better weapons. Hey, sir, let's not do that. Purdy ain't
Yeah,
Purdy ain't Purdy ain't lost yet.
yeah, you got a point there. Purdy
Purdy
ain't
ain't lost.
lost.
Mm-mm.
Purdy is
No.
undefeated. Purdy looking Purdy.
Yeah, he's sitting Purdy right now, so I can't I
Yeah,
can't call him
bro.
Cooper Rush. Now let's go over this game plan. Mitchell 14 for 51, McCaffrey 10 for 35, Debo 4 for 11. We saw Juice. He got that big run. He got 1 for 8 yards, and Purdy ran three. So let's add this up. That's 27. That's 31. That's 32. That's 35 rushes. And how many pass attempts? 29. What's the word we're looking for, Corey? Balance.
Yeah, very, very bad.
Balance. We're
Very, very.
looking for balance. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like I said, we talk about it every single episode. Man, I tell you what, y'all team's gonna be in trouble if y'all coaches start listening to us. Cause we giving them the game plan. We giving them $1 million worth of game. Y'all better hope. Y'all better hope the opposing team don't start listening to this podcast because it is obvious that is what the trend is, man. You gotta have balance,
But I
and
want to
even
mention this because I think this goes back to the what this game could have turned into, where the run game, the 49ers wasn't getting that much per run. They was only getting 3.5 yards per carry. But I want to bring back that to the Tampa Bay game where you forced Tom Brady to throw the ball 66 times.
yeah, that was y'all answer when I said that. Y'all told me, well, what do you do if the run game ain't effective? And my answer was, you run the ball.
You don't go away from
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. So what happens if he only you run the ball?
Yeah.
You run the
Play
ball.
field position. Field
You
position is
run
still there.
you run the ball.
I don't think a
You
lot of people understand that it's hard to go 80 yards on the football field. As long as
it's
you don't give them short field positions with turnovers and punt that ball deep in that end zone, it's hard to get out of there.
yeah.
It's
I
hard
mean
not to
just
make mistakes.
I mean what you got to realize just from a number standpoint, right? Let's break down just from a number standpoint. You got a quarterback on one side and five offensive linemen, right? At the very
Mhm,
minimum. So
mhm,
there's six guys that aren't offensive weapons, right? Those are stationary pieces. Now, considering whether or not you have a running back chipping or a tight end chipping, the fact of the matter is, it's more guys defending the run. I mean, defending the pass than they are actually going to open to get the passes. Therefore, it is more difficult to pass the ball in the NFL. Like that is what it is. It's more difficult. So if you want to really move that ball, you got to run the ball and then make them defend the run, and then you can use the advantage of going to the pass.
mhm.
Um, yeah, Kittle. I will agree. We want to get to that. Kittle's was definitely a difference maker. He
Whew.
had five targets, five catches, 95 yards. He
Mm,
averaged 19 yards a catch. This is the problem with Kittle's is he's always probably one of the top three most talented guys on the field anytime he gets on the field.
mhm.
But what's the best ability, Corey?
Availability.
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 that's
Yeah.
that's the best ability. I mean, the
Can he
guy
stay
just
healthy?
yeah, that's what it is. But when he's on the field, he's a nasty pass catching top three tight end in the league. But he definitely was a difference maker here. As far as the receivers, Debo Samuels, he was quiet tonight. Four
Mm,
catches, 45 yards. But at the end of the day, they all did what was necessary to win.
yeah.
That I mean that's really what it comes down to. Now let's get into the game. The Cowboys McCarthy right now is 0-4 versus the 49ers.
Mm. God. God. Whew.
Yeah, yep, that's what he is, man.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't know where the Cowboys go from here.
Oh man, I don't know, man. But I'm not gonna spend a lot of time talking about the Cowboys. Let's, like I said, we bless the dead, and let's talk about the living here. The
We do.
49ers advanced to the second straight NFC Championship game. Uh,
Boy, you ain't no good.
I'm
Boy,
just
you ain't
saying.
no good.
Like I said,
Blessed today.
we bless them, but we got to move on, man.
Gotta move
Uh,
on, man.
yeah, I mean, because if you want to talk about, we can sit here, we can talk about what they got going on for the next off season. Man, we got a whole off season to talk about the Cowboys, uh, and unfortunately, 49ers fans, we only have 1 week to talk about the 49ers.
That boy crazy. You about to see us really bump heads right here, because this is something we disagree on. We've been
Oh,
arguing this what since week 10. I
yeah,
had a phone call conversation with this guy. You would have thought I cursed his mom out or something. I called him up. I said, "Yo, Ham, 49ers are the best team in the NFL." Man, I thought we were gonna lose our relationship after that, man. Good God, oh my. We had about an hour conversation back and forth arguing over this thing. He still don't believe him, but we gonna get into this right now. They about to smoke
okay.
y'all boots, man.
And listen, man, we not about to go. We like I said, the 49ers, we got 1 week left to talk about them boys because they about to go to Philly and we about to kick them out like they did Will Smith. Like we gonna send them back to Cali to Uncle Phil house. That's what's going. They going back to Cali. Big and
Mm-hmm.
small song. They going back to Cali. So
Mm-hmm.
in 1 week, that's what they about to go with. But we're gonna do a full breakdown tomorrow about the NFC and AFC championship games. But I don't want to spill any information on that. But like I said, let's go ahead and sing the praises because like I said, they terminal right now. The 49ers are terminal. They don't got much time left. So we're gonna go and give them their flowers right now. And
Mm-hmm.
so Brock Purdy becomes the first rookie quarterback to win a divisional round since 2009. There are some great quarterbacks on this list who have did that as a rookie. In
How many made it
2000,
to the Super Bowl?
I'm about to call the names out. The
Mm,
2009, Mark Sanchez.
mm-hmm. Fell short.
2008, there was Joseph Flacco.
Mm-hmm.
2004, it was Ben Roethlisberger.
Mm-hmm.
In 1999, it was the great Sean King.
Uh, I thought Tom Brady. Oh, nah, that was the second. Then Tom
No,
Brady.
no, remember, no, Tom, he rode the bench for a little bit.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he was behind Bledsoe. He rode the bench for a
yeah.
little bit. Um, I, oh man, like I said, I'm not gonna go into it. I will say this. As far as with Brock Purdy, this is my personal opinion with it. I think that Brock Purdy is good, but just like anything else in life, you gotta sharpen that stone. I mean, you gotta sharpen that thing on that stone. And Purdy ain't, other than Cowboys defense. This has been his hardest challenge so far. But he ain't seen Philly in Philly.
Mm-hmm.
Like he ain't seen Philly in Philly. I mean, this is gonna be the hardest challenge of his life. This is like he is going to take the SATs here. Like this is some serious business. And right now, I'm pretty sure, and as confident as that young man is, I'm pretty sure he got some trepidation going into it. But again, let's not go into that. I don't want to break that game down.
I just
Let's
want to add something. I can give a little bit without giving a lot. I want to say the problem with them is that you said in Philly. You keep saying in Philly, in Philly. Chat. Let me tell you something. It's two things that travel: defense and running the football.
oh, oh yeah.
They are
Hmm.
two things that travel. They had the number one defense, mostly because they number one against the rush. You know what Philly want to do? They want to run that ball. We about to find out what Jalen Hurts can really do when he face somebody that's gonna shut that run down and
Hmm.
force on the pass. If they
Okay.
take that read option away, I want to see how he responds.
Okay.
And I think that's the perfect build against him. I really like the Niners to win the
Oh.
Super Bowl. I think it's their year. Wood got the receipt. Hold on to it, Wood. Hold on to it.
Okay.
We'll be in here next week and he'll be shedding them tears. And
Hey,
I'll
listen.
be talking about some that.
I ain't shed no tears. I'm gonna be giving congratulations to a hard fought game, and giving you guys some things to feel confident about in the future.
Uh-huh.
This is what you gotta think about, Core.
Mm-hmm.
It's Sunday night.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see, the clock on the East Coast is 11:18.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Those 49ers that just got off the field. Tomorrow they're gonna be in the ice bath. Can you agree to that?
Yeah.
Tomorrow they're gonna be in the ice bath.
They flying down Wednesday.
That's what I'm saying. Tuesday, they probably not gonna practice. They probably gonna study film, go over the things that they did last week. Um, they probably gonna go all this type of stuff, and then they're gonna travel. They don't really have a lot of see. People don't realize how difficult it is to go across the country,
Mm-hmm.
to go across that country and play. Like there's an extreme advantage outside of the Boo Birds, and I mean there's a disadvantage there. But we're gonna get into that tomorrow. I got nothing else to say. Hurts is proven. Yeah! Exclamation point. I don't know if that's satire or you trying to be facetious there, sir. But yeah, Hurts is proven. He's proven that he can play in the NFC Championship game, and Dak is proven that he can't. So you got anything else, Corey?
Oh yeah, I want to end something, but I got to take my headphones. I want y'all to hear this.
Goodbye,
Goodbye,
man.
Cowboy fans. Goodbye.
Good.
Goodbye.
And,
Welcome to
and,
the couch with all the rest of us.
hey,
Kept this seat warm and pretty for you. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. I'm not happy. My brother, the sad thing is my brother-in-law got to watch this stream, and I might not be able to see him for about 2 more weeks. But
oh
listen,
man.
I love you, Stanley. It's gonna be all right. I don't really talk junk to my. That's one good Cowboy fan I do know. He
Mm,
don't talk no smack. We can sit and watch the game together. I don't talk about his team. He don't talk about my team. But there are a lot of y'all Cowboy fans out there that deserve every bit of it. Y'all
Mm-mm.
deserve these losses.
Yeah,
But
and yeah, I'm not gonna kick you while you're down, Cowboy fans. I'm gonna tell you, it's been real. It's been fun. Unfortunately, it hasn't been real fun. But good luck on your off-season endeavors. Um, there's room on the bandwagon for you guys. Also, uh, if you need some Philly apparel, hit me up. I got plenty of it.
yeah,
Um, yeah. So again, man, I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. We will be on tomorrow, bright and late at 9:30. 9:30, man. But we love rocking with y'all, man. Keep rocking with us. 9:30 tomorrow, 9:30 on Tuesday, 9:30 on Wednesday, 9:30 on Thursday, 9:30 on Friday, man. Stay tuned. Love you guys. We out.
peace.